Hi, it's Neil here again at Mansfield Financial Planning. In my video last week, I talked about the possibility of making a tax-deductible contribution to your superannuation and how you might go about doing that. This week, I want to give you a bit more of an example of why you might use this strategy and the potential tax savings that it offers. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's look at this example. We've got John, who's recently sold an asset, and he meets with his accountant. His accountant does the sums and informs him that he's got a $17,000 capital gain on the asset. Now, John's income is pretty high at $200,000, which means his marginal tax rate is 47%, including Medicare levy. So on the capital gain of $17,000, he would pay 47% tax, which would equate to $7,990. Now, John's not too happy about this, so he decides to seek financial advice. Following some recommendations, John decides to dig into his savings a little bit and take $17,000 out of there and make a tax-deductible contribution to his super fund. The super fund taxes this contribution at 15%. But the key here is that the $17,000 is a tax-deductible contribution, which means it's offset against the capital gains tax liability, effectively reducing it to zero. So what does all this mean? Well, there's a tax saving on the capital gains of $7,990. The super fund still pays some tax of $2,550, but the overall net tax saving to John is $5,440. So as you can imagine, John is pretty happy. So that example showed how you can use a contribution to super to effectively offset a capital gains liability that you may have incurred. But even without capital gains, if you're on a middle to high income, chances are that you'll get some tax benefit from making a tax-deductible contribution to super. Bear in mind though that as with all superannuation, you won't be able to access that money until you meet what's called a condition of release, usually at age 65. If you would like to discuss your situation and how a contribution to super might benefit you, please do get in touch. Next week I'll be talking more about non-concessional contributions to super. So make sure you tune in for that, and I look forward to seeing you then.